By the end of this video, we will have crowned a champion. Who will it be though? 3 drivers step into the ring, able to take it. There is myself leading the championship by 16 points after having my lead cut down in a dramatic way in Monza after an engine failure. There is Victor Martins, who is 16 points off and probably the second favourite to do it. And then we have Oliver Bearman, 26 points off, I believe, and an outside chance to do it. So he's still very much in it, but I wouldn't say it's heavily likely that he'll come away with it. Guys, write in the comments who you think it's going to be, and you'll see whether you're right or not. Anyway, coming into the first corner, it's time for qualifying for the most important race of the season, the finale. And that was pretty neat round there, although we did pick up a bollard, but I've soon discarded that. What's our first sector? It's purple. That's good. Purple is good. We need purple. Very nicely round that corner. Now on to one of 2 long straights. So exits are important here. And Otto Leclerc at the back again. He's had a miserable time of the last couple of races. Into the chicane. That felt as clean as we can get it. No major dramas there. Onto the second straight. And it's not really a straight. This is where the regional Formula Series have their grid. What's the second sector? It's not purple, but it's still decent. Although we have gone out a little bit wide round the long corner there. And now it is one more sector to determine how this lap goes. And we're a little bit on the back foot through the second sector, so we need to make sure that we do well round here. A little bit sideways there as we now head to the final couple of corners. We've done everything we can for this lap. It's now all about the final corners. Where is this going to place us on the grid? I have a feeling this should be good, but we're nearly on the curb there. Well, we were on the curb. It is pole position for now. So that is pole position for us. And a very decent pole position. The most crucial one of the season. And that gives us 2 more points in the championship. So a little bit of leeway here. And there is an opportunity, you know, to take it in the sprint race if we win and Victor Martins doesn't get in the top 6. So we do have opportunities, but it's going to be very hard to win that. And Zane Maloney gets himself reverse grid pole. So that should help him to some points.
So today, the sprint race, no pit stops, just full on pace. It's all about speed, daring, and sheer driving skill. And we welcome you to the Formula 2 commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Alex Brundle.
Right, well, it all comes down to this then, doesn't it? You're still in with a shot at the Drivers' Championship, the biggest prize in this sport. Now get out there on track and come back with that trophy.
Well, we might not be able to win it in this one. There is a chance. Let's see what we can do over the course of the 12 laps in this race. The championship finale is underway. Or the first part of it, rather, and it's not a very good start by us. Martins is away quite nicely, and he's the one we got to watch. We're trying to get down the inside of Doohan, and Doohan is almost off the circuit there. We're still going up the inside of him. I don't really want to take this risk, so I'm going to let Doohan go for now, and we're going to fight this one out a little bit later as we head to the inside for the first time. And Doohan having a look down the inside of Victor Martins there. I'm trying to keep out of the way of that battle, and Clement Novalak sent a brave one up the inside. He's now side by side with me. Hauger is trying to get a bit of a tow as well, and Novalak still staying side by side with me down the straight. I'm forcing him in as tightly as I can, and look at Hauger just sending a dive down the outside there. I dare not fight that one off. Hauger's gone over the curb, so he's hit that quite hard. I'm down to 13th here, but you know what? Not taking too many risks here, because it's all about the feature race. And I know I said that in Monza, and it all went wrong, but here's the thing. If I take too many risks and lose body parts here, I could lose points anyway as we go down the inside of Dennis Hauger. Somehow getting a bit of momentum there. Look at us going side by side here. That can't work, surely. That really can't work, and it doesn't. But Hauger defending that one very nicely as we come up to end the first lap of 12. This is gonna be intense, isn't it? As we have a look down the inside of Hauger. No way through there. As Zane Maloney completes the first lap in the lead. All over the back of Dennis Hauger now. Is there a move here? No, there isn't, but there might be one down the inside of the final corner. Hauger not letting that happen, and round we go. And Hauger just defending that one and not letting that happen. I don't think he gave us a fair bit of space there. But we're now back and running at the back of the field. Not what I needed to do. Finally into the DRS zone of the car in front now. But overtaking is going to be very, very difficult here, as we do have a DRS train. Trying not to hit the back of Leclerc here. We nearly hit Leclerc there as well. We might have a run at him on the final corner and do what we didn't do with Hauger and actually successfully pass him. The tyres are starting to protest with a lack of grip. I'm sending this on Leclerc, and this time we get it done. This time we fully send the overtake, and we have got ahead of Arthur Leclerc, who is looking at a way to try and get back past us, but to no avail. We take P21, and next up is Roy Nissany. And Leclerc is now trying to come back at us for 21st place. Down the inside, is he going to get it? I'm leaving him the room. Something he didn't really do to us. Is Leclerc going to get the place? It looks like he's taking it. He has taken it. Arthur Leclerc getting that place back from us. And that just sums up the race, really, doesn't it? That really just sums up this sprint race that we're having here. I want that back from him. Oh, that just sums it all up. It's been a miserable one. And now we're going to try once again to get back up the inside of Arthur Leclerc. And we've got that done once again. And now we can give chase to some of the cars in front of us. One of whom being Roy Nissany. And then we got Jack Crawford and Roman Stanek. I don't know if we're going to be able to get past any of them, but I want to do it without Arthur Leclerc getting the place back. And we nearly lose it round the corner there. And Leclerc just waiting in the wings for an opportunity. I think someone's had a mistake here because they batched up quite a bit. So is there going to be any chance for a look on Nissany here? Or is Arthur Leclerc going to go for it again and retake 21st place? Arthur Leclerc, he is having a look. I'm going to try and cover the inside. At the same time, braking a bit later so as to get closer to Nissany. And as a result, we are staying close. And no way through there. I wish I could get ahead of Nissany though. Now we're on the back of Roy Nissany. Is there a look down the inside here perhaps? I'm going to take it. This is the Verstappen lunge and we are down the inside of Nissany. Up to P20. I'm more proud of that than I should be. That's a great overtake and I'm happy with it. But it's only for P20. So a little bit bittersweet I guess. But now we're getting after Jack Crawford. We're trying to get to the business end of things, and that turned into an overtake attempt, didn't it? I didn't mean it to be an overtake attempt, it just became one. And now we're clear of Jack Crawford, so we've gained 3 places here, up to P19. And Crawford's coming back at us, round the outside he's going to try and go. Is Crawford going to pull this off? I've given him the space, but no, Crawford not getting ahead of us. And now we've got just over a second till we get to Roman Stanek. And there's body parts there, so who's had a moment and who's got damage? It's going to be Fittipaldi with damage. Who went wide? I think that's Oliver Bearman. Yes, Oliver Bearman has gone wide and Fittipaldi goes into him. And I don't know if that's damage on both cars. I think that is damage on both cars. So they're both surely going to pit, and Oliver Bearman is one of the championship contenders. So it's gone a little bit wrong for him. Fittipaldi in the pits. Bearman, how is he staying out with his car the way it is? So we're now up to 18th place, and Bearman, for one of the title contenders, having an absolute mare of it. And if he doesn't score any points here, he is out of contention. So Bearman will not be your champion at the end of this video, but Roman Stanek is getting in my way now, as is Amaury Cordeel. Is there a potential move on either of them? No, there isn't, but I nearly lose the car going around the outside of Stanek, but we have got the move done on him, I think. No, he's staying side by side with me. Stanek not giving up on this. I'm trying to get Cordeel. Hadjar's trying to get Bearman. We've got all sorts of scraps going on down here, and this just has all the hallmarkings of ending in tears. Someone's locked up. I've gone wide trying to avoid a collision, and I think you'll find I've got past Bearman and Stanek doing that. Bearman dropping 2 places as a result of that, and Hadjar has got Amaury Cordeel all over him. Cordeel's having a look. No way through there. Everybody going a little bit nuts in the closing stages of this sprint race. But it's going to be P16 in this penultimate race. I hope we don't finish the final race in this position, otherwise that would just be bad. But the last few races, well, the last 3 races actually, man, they have not been good. Frederik Vesti gets your penultimate win, but for us, it's going to be P16 and a race to forget. But hopefully, in the feature race, we will come back a champion. It all comes down to the final race.
That's a fantastic performance from Prema. It hardly looked in doubt.
Well, sprint races are basic, aren't they? And that's why we like them. Set them all going and let them have at it. And they really showed the racecraft and pace that you need to win them.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. Well, what a championship it has been. Young talent shining through once again. I've been Alex Jakes. My thanks to Alex Brundle and the whole team. We'll see you next year when Formula 2 returns.
Well, not quite. We've still got one more race to go. But Victor Martins didn't score any points there either. So that is critical for us. Vesti, though, grabs a great win, with Théo Pourchaire getting second and Zane Maloney, the boy from Barbados, after a relatively pointless season, getting onto the podium. Brad Benavides gets fourth, then it's Jehan Daruvala, Ayumu Iwasa, Vishore and Doohan, your final point scorers. This is your standings going into the final race. Bearman officially out, but now there's 18 points between myself and Victor Martins, so I need to finish in the top 6 to secure the Formula 2 World Championship.
It's race day for our young drivers here in the United Arab Emirates, where the Yas Marina circuit is about to play host to the Abu Dhabi Formula 2 race. Let's get started. So the Yas Marina circuit offers 16 corners and a lap. Well then, after an exciting session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sunshine lines up on pole position, and it's Victor Martins in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Iwasa, Daruvala, Brad Benavides, Behrman, Vesti, Pourchaire, Verschoor, Zane Maloney, Doohan, Novalak, Dennis Hauger, Amaury Cordial, Fittipaldi, Boschon, Hadjar, Kushmaini, Stanek, Crawford, Leclerc, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. It all comes down to this. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me, and for the final time this season, we're about to go racing. Alex, you're looking to sign off in some style.
So are the drivers and teams. It's a really important race for everyone here, despite the fact it's the end of the year. They know that everything they do in this event is going to echo for months through the end of the season.
17 laps. This is what it comes down to. For one last time in this F2 season, let's get this race underway. The championship will be decided in 17 laps. Martins or myself, who takes it? It's go in Abu Dhabi, and we've not got a good start. Martins immediately getting the jump on us and cutting us straight off so we don't try anything. But we're in P2 right behind our championship nemesis, and that is a good place to be. We have really gotten off the line well. Third place is Daruvala, Iwasa fourth, Behrman fifth, but neither of them are relevant in the championship. This is the championship fight. Myself and Victor Martins. Martins leading the way, but P2 would be just fine for us to win the championship. But we don't want to do it with P2. We want to do it with P1. Is there a look down the inside possible there? No, there isn't. Martins covers. We go round the chicane, and Martins retains the lead still. Down the second straight we go. That's not a straight. Martins still keeping the lead, and he's just about building it a little bit down that straight. He got better momentum out of the chicane, and that was critical. 8 tenths is the gap as we come on to lap 3, and we do have DRS now, so we're going to have it down the back straight. I'm trying to get myself as close to Victor Martins as possible, but I don't think this is going to be close enough to have a go, but it might leave me vulnerable to Jehan Daruvala. We are closing the gap to Martins, but it is not going to be enough. 6 tenths is what we go down to, and we need to get a clean run out of the chicane. It's not as clean as it could be, and Martin's actually gaining a couple of tenths there. Here we go, down the straight again. I'm a bit closer to Martins this time. DRS open, we're still 7 tenths back, so still quite a way back, but are we able to put pressure on our championship nemesis here? No. Victor has it quite covered nicely, and now we're getting ready to head into the second chicane. This is where Victor gets a good exit, but we got a decent exit as well, but is it going to put us close enough to have a go? I don't think so, but Daruvala getting ever closer. He wants to go, so if Martins goes wrong, Daruvala will be there to punish him for it. But in the same way, if I make a mistake and go wide, I drop back places too. So if any one of us puts a foot wrong, it could have major championship implications. This could be where we have a go, and we are much closer this time than we have been at any part of the race. But Martins gets a good exit, so that might make things a bit harder for us moving towards the chicane. Look at how much we're gaining. It's not enough. Martins though goes defensive, so he's already electing to defend, and I wasn't quite there, so Martins defending. Thin air a little bit there. Oh, Martins has gone wrong and I've gone wide. I've gone wide. That's going to lose me a place to Daruvla. Martins goes wrong and I've clipped Daruvla. I've clipped him. Unbelievable scenes here. That's going to damage my front wing. And from being a sure thing in this championship, now we're down to third. We have slight front wing damage. I believe I can carry this for the rest of the race. But can I carry this and retain championship position? That was exactly the kind of mistake I could not afford to make, and it's happened here at the Yas Marina circuit. And my tyres are starting to scream in protest now. Do I go for a front wing fix? Do I go for a front wing fix and try an undercut, or do I just stick it out? Decisions. I've got Ayumu Iwasa right behind me, and I've got Oliver Bearman also there. And Jehan Daruvla is preparing a go at Victor Martins, who's gone wide! Victor Martins goes wide, and Jehan Daruvla now takes the lead of this Abu Dhabi race. My goodness me, what a twist! Victor Martins going wide, losing the lead. He could not afford to do that, but that's exactly what has happened here. And the championship fight has another twist. Now, if Martins finishes second, well, that's not going to be good enough. He has the fastest lap, but P10 would be all I need, and I'd nearly get caught out again racing. But look, they're all struggling with tyres, and suddenly I've found some grip, and I'm having a look down the inside, side by side with Victor Martins. This is for the championship. Remember, he has nothing to lose. I have everything to lose, and down the inside, that's Ayumu Iwasa sending it and making it work. We've now dropped to fourth.
Be careful when overtaking. They should let you past.
And that is ill-affordable here, but we are pitting this lap. Daruvla is now checked out front, and he is gone. So now Iwasa might start putting pressure on Victor Martins. And you know what? If another driver wins this race, that's not the worst thing that could happen here. That's really not the worst thing that could happen. If anything, that would be beneficial to me. So if Daruvla's in the lead of the race, I say let him crack on. But I've now lost DRS, meaning I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here. My goodness me, this final race is providing drama by the bucket load. Bearman down the inside. Can I hold him out around the outside? I'm certainly trying. But Bearman's got it done, has he? Yes, Bearman has got it done. Down the inside, he's gained a position. Oh, well, Bearman's backed out there. That's caught me out. I've gained the place on Bearman. What are the pack doing here? They really do not like this final sector. But everybody's tyres are gone right into the pits. And who is that stays out? Martin's staying out. Oh, is that going to be a strategic wonder for him? Or is it going to be a blunder? Into the pits we go.
Easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. We have smashed that stint, but we're now into the pits. Please do not bother fixing my wing. I just want to take this to the end. And we've got down a 4.1. I've been held in the pits! Who is that that's got past me? That's just Iwasa. That's fine. That's no real loss there. Ayumu Iwasa has got past. And this is the stage of the race where I beg and I plead that there be no red flag. Just let this run to the end now. Let there be an uninterrupted end to this championship. Oh, we have got a yellow flag. No. No. Please, no. Oh, that's a car pulling off. I mean, a safety car would still be catastrophic to the race. Right, there's the traffic jam of cars. I think that's going to be Victor Martins at the head of it. It is going to be Victor Martins at the head of it. And what do you know? We're going to be clear of Victor Martins. So we're going to be ahead of the ART driver. Victor Martins is going to come out right behind me once again, with it all to do, and Iwasa is going to be leading the way. I'm not objected to that. In fact, if Iwasa wins, That is more than okay with me. Fittipaldi must be running the alternative strategy, and Iwasa very kindly giving me DRS to protect me against Victor Martins. But just remember, if Martins finishes second, then I only need to finish 10th or 9th to keep the championship alive, given that Martins has the fastest lap. To gain points on Martins, which would be enough. Remember, we can finish in the top 9 and still be champion if he gets second. If he gets third, it's all over. So Martins has to finish P2. But you know what? If he finishes P2, it might be to us, because we're having to go at Iwasa now. Iwasa goes defensive. Martins is thinking about it in the chicane, but he doesn't quite get it done. And Iwasa gets a better exit. Martins is now all over my rear. He has to go for it. He has nothing to lose in going for it. I don't want to take any unnecessary risks, so oh, this is intense. That's really going to hurt us. Look how close Victor Martins is now. Surely he's going to go for it for the chicane. I'm going to try and cover. Martins going to the inside, and Martins getting that done. We're not going to fight him here. We are really not going to fight him, because there's no point in doing it, as he now sets his eyes on Ayumu Iwasa. Is there going to be a move for the lead? Who knows at this point. Fittipaldi still leading the way out front. I still think he has to pit again. Surely he has to pit again. Otherwise, how has he done that? No, we got a spinner, and it's Jack Crawford facing the wrong way. Jack Crawford is facing backwards. Now, is that going to be enough to trigger a safety car? As Iwasa has to defend Martins going for the lead. I'm trying to defend Vesti, but I think Vesti might just have me here. No, he doesn't. Martins leads. Victor Martins takes the lead, but Iwasa is DRS. We've also got Vesti having a go at me. Both of us with DRS. Vesti down the inside as Martins tries to fend off Iwasa. We're trying to fend off Vesti. Vesti is through. Vesti is through, and so too is Martins. No, he's not. They're still going side by side. And Victor Martins is your race leader, meaning now that I cannot afford to drop back lower than 6th. If we finish lower than 6th, it is over. 4 laps to go, and now my nerves are out. Now I've got to try and pull a bit of a risky move on Vesti, but we do that and get ourselves back into 3rd. But now the nerves are starting to come out, and we're out of DRS range, so that means that Vesti surely is going to have a go. Vesti is having a go down the inside. I'm forcing him as tight as I can so that we can try and sweep round, but that's not worked because I've gone deep, and that's going to be Vesti trying to go down the inside. There is contact, but we hold on, and I'm holding on for dear life. And we've got Vesti coming at us again. Surely this time Vesti is going to be through. Vesti using that DRS. He's got the inside line, and Vesti making it through. So Vesti's up to 3rd. We've got another car trying to get down the inside. That's Teo Porcher. And I'm just about holding on to them. And you know what? If we lose a place a lap now, that's okay. Because we still stay in 6th, which is what we need to do. We get 8 points to Martins 25, and we win the championship by a single point. But I tell you what, Vesti's going quite slow, so he's starting to back everything up. I think Behrman's had a moment, because he's lost a little bit of time. Here it is, Ayumu Iwasa sticking it down the inside to retake the lead here in Abu Dhabi, putting Victor Martins in a heap of trouble, and we just need to stay where we are. Easier said than done as we head round into the first corner. Nearly going off there. I had to really get the car slowed down there and work to get that done. But as long as we stay within the DRS zone of Vesti, we should be fine. But we are going to have a go because I want to win this championship on the podium. But if we can't get it clear-cut done, I'm not taking risks. What is Victor Martins doing? Is he going for the lead? Yes, he is. Martins has gone for it, and I think he's retaken it. Vesti's gone to cover. Vesti has gone defensive. I'm going around the outside. It's not happening there. Oh, we've hit the curb, and that's not something we can afford to do. Now we've got Porsche behind us. Now we've got some defending to do, and Iwasa holding on to the lead. No, he's not, because Victor Martins is going for it. But I think Iwasa might just hold on here. They're side by side. I can't actually see what's going on. And they're swapping positions. They are swapping, and Iwasa just holding on. So Martins is going to finish second. That is not going to be enough for him to take the championship from us. We have done everything we need to do in this race. And as we come round the final corners of this Formula 2 campaign, we emerge champions of the world in Formula 2. Yes!
Fantastic! Yes, come on, we've won it! We are the drivers' world champion. What a result! Enjoy this one, my friend. Enjoy it.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now. We have a new Formula 2 World Drivers' Champion. It's been coming for a while, this one. What an excellent win for Dams.
And they've won the team's championship. Utterly brilliant. Such a small group of people that can work on these Formula 2 cars, and the driver is the hero of the day for that team.
Well, what a year it has been.
That is your final result of the year then. Iwasa taking the final win. Victor Martins getting second. And ultimately, that was not enough to become champion. Vesti gets third. Fourth we get Porsche, Doohan, Hauger, Daruvala, Benavides and Cordial complete the top 10. Whatever happened to Oliver Behrman? Oh, he's registered as a DNF. So Behrman having an unseen drama on the last lap, but Iwasa just hanging on to the win. So here are your final championship standings. We have won the championship. Martins is second, just 12 points behind. Oh, if only there was one more race, I'm sure he would have taken it, or at least given me a hard fight. Vesti is third. Behrman gets fourth, so Vesti getting ahead of Behrman in the end and doing a superb job in the second half of the season. Porsche gets fifth. Our early season rival Daruvala gets sixth. Hauger, the only driver to win the double, gets seventh. Iwasa ends up eighth. Vachon ninth. Jack Doohan is 10th. Then it's Brad Benavides, Enzo Fittipaldi, Clement Novalak, Isaac Hadjar, Kush Miney, Arthur Leclerc, Roman Stanek, Amory Cordial, Zane Maloney, Ralph Boschung, your final scorer. Jack Crawford and Roy Nissany not making the points. ART end up your Constructors' Championship champions with Prema second. We get third, so not too shabby. MP Motorsport end up fourth. Dams get fifth. Virtuosi gets sixth. Then it's Carlin, Trident, PHM, High-Tech and Campos rounding everything out. We are Formula 2 champions, and now it's time to think about promotion to Formula 1. Why has my pace gone down? What the hell? So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. What team do you think I will drive for in the 24 race Formula One Championship? Let me know.